Last year it was 780. So
Well, yeah, what you want to do is you want to just, you stick to a bunch of standards, you tell your clients this is how I work. Do you want a professional or do you want someone that just changes his mind every time he does a listing?
yeah,
But close them hard. Say, what do you want? Do you want a professional real estate or not? Real estate agent.
right.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
don't let them drive the conversation. If they're worried about, they want to do a short listing contract, then hey, not a problem. I don't have a problem canceling it if we need to. But, my policy is 6-month contracts, and that's what I do. But before we get to a boiling point, if you feel I'm not doing something, I'll explain to you why I'm not, or why I'm not going to do it, or why I am going to do it, whatever. But don't let them drive change your standards.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting there. Hey, Johnny,
Hey, good morning, Ron.
how are you? Everybody's sluggish this morning. I'm real sluggish this morning.
Me too, man. Yeah, uh, I hear you. Monday's a tough day.
Yeah, today's a real tough day. I don't know why. I just, uh,
All
but
right, and we got 4 people today to show
no,
up.
we'll get more. We'll get more. There's Yuki. There's Alexana. So yeah. What I would do is just when you go out on a presentation, you guys, it's your presentation. You don't cater it based on their sales price. You don't cater it based on, what they want, as far as a short term or a long term, or if they're going to cut your commissions and stuff. Don't even let that conversation come up. Stop it immediately, and just say, this is how I work. Let me explain something. And
Mm.
this is because I'm a professional agent. I have standards that we go by, that we use. But, before you start comparing me to the lousy agent you had,
Mm.
um, you know, don't even start comparing me, because it's not apples for apples, so whatever mistakes they made, don't let them put them on you assumptively. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah. They're so worried what's going to happen if we want a three
Why?
month, like,
Why are
I
they worried? What's their
what
motivation?
have they have to sell it. No, they can't. They're not
Okay,
going
then they have to sell it. So we got to put in a price that will cause it to sell, correct?
right,
Okay,
right.
so yeah, if they have to sell, that's what you want to find out, the motivation,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it all depends. Every sale depends on their
Motivate.
motivation and the price, the motivation, and the terms and the condition. So those 5 things or 4 things really are the 4 chairs of sales, or the 4 legs of a chair.
Yeah. And they're
Does
not
that
even
make sense?
staging it. Yeah. Sure. So what can I do?
If they don't have motivation, then you probably shouldn't be there in the first place. If they are motivated, then they shouldn't have any problem following what you say in your guidelines.
Right.
Okay, so uh, am I wrong on that? Anyone?
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, motivation is the key. We get all these AI things that pop up now. Motivation is the key to getting homes sold in today's market and price.
True.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, there we go. We're getting more people. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Yuki.
Oops. Howdy. How you doing?
All right, Priya, go ahead and tell us a little about yourself.
Hi. So I'm an agent in the DFW area. Prior to this, I've worked with developers for almost 12 years in Dubai, of course, India. So I come with a very strong builder-backed experience. But doing this single family sales and brand new, like existing home sales is kind of new for me, going to people's houses and like calling them. So I had all that reluctance, but ever since I've started using Espresso Agent, I do understand the power of it, and I'm improving my skills, and I'm more of a relationship kind of a person. So um, I can't be like very salesy, but I'm learning all those skills, closing and what you say, how you say it. I am getting better at it. So yeah, I hope I'm able to, make all of you very proud with a lot more listings this year.
Oh, good. You'll make us proud. And Johnny, my man Johnny in Utah.
Hey, my name is John. I've been in real estate for some time. This is my 6 years as full time. And yeah, the real estate is something I came from the IT background, and the real estate is something in the sales something you got to learn every day and put yourself to work every single day, and there's no day off. So yeah, that's part of the growing the business.
That's the grind, isn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, that's a grind. They call it grit. So you
So,
put yourself in there.
so Johnny's been doing it 6 years. Priya, you've been doing it in here in the States for how long, you said?
Now 1 year.
Okay, and before that at Dubai and all that stuff. So you got a lot of international experience.
Yes, yes. So
That's
I am
cool.
actually telling a lot of investors and clients now to invest in other parts. So that's also, I'm building that slowly.
Good, good. All right. Well, you're going to be the agent, and we're going to watch your listing presentation to Johnny. Johnny's going to be a seller. I don't know if you worked out how hard you're going to be, or if you're going to throw some objections, but I'm excited to hear it. So to share, you understand that, Priya, to share your things, you hit the share button if you're going to show any documents or anything at the bottom.
Uh, can I just, okay, sure. It's just a random thing that I have, but I'm happy to share it. No issue.
It's up to you. Have you do your presentation. We got Hung, we got Eric. Come on. Mike Dyer showed up, Mr. Coach himself.
Uh, are you able to see me? See my screen?
Yeah, yeah, I will see
Yes,
now.
now we
Yeah,
are.
Okay, so I'm just picking up this one.
okay.
This will be my CMA. But so can I get started?
Absolutely.
So, tring tring, I rang the bell, and can you just open the door?
Sure, yeah. Welcome.
Hi. Hi, good afternoon, Johnny. It's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for having me over, giving me the opportunity. Do you want me to take off my shoes?
No, I'm fine. Yeah, just come in. It's
Okay,
okay.
cool. Thank you. So, first up, again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share some information and help you with the sale of your home. I'm really excited. Do you mind if I took a quick look around the house in the eyes of a buyer?
Sure, yes, go ahead. You want me to come along with you? I just do by
I mean,
yourself.
it's okay either way. I mean, you won't be here when I start bringing in the buyers and, when finally the appraiser comes in. So it doesn't matter. And whatever, it's up to you.
Okay, I'll be sitting here then.
Cool. I'll be back in 5. Okay. Okay. Wow. So just noticed your house is so tastefully furnished. I'm curious, when I have the offers come in, are you going to take the contents along with you, or are you leaving some of them?
What do you mean contents? Like my furniture and stuff
Yes,
like that?
it's so well decorated.
Yeah, I would take furniture with me. So that's personal, right? The personal stuff, right? It's not
Yes,
being
yes.
in the
Yeah,
house.
there's
Okay,
no pressure. Yeah, I mean, just
okay.
wonder. I mean, it's looking so good. Okay, so what I'd like to do is just to get a seat right here at the kitchen table and go over some questions that we discussed. So, I know we're on the same page. Is that okay?
Sure, yeah, definitely.
Cool. So first and foremost, and I'm pretty positive I know the answer to this, you are fully decided on selling your home. You're not going to hold it or put it for rent, right?
No, I need to sell it.
Awesome. And you said you were moving to Park City, Utah within 30 to 45 days. So ideally, you'd like to close on the home within that time, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the third question, I mean, point would be that, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this. You said you're going to price your home to sell. We're definitely not giving it away, but we also don't want to have it sitting on the market for more than, 3, 4 months, right?
Yeah, I need to sell quick, but it's not low price. It have to be the good price.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And that's my job to fetch you the most, to fetch you top dollar in today's market. And you also said you wanted an agent that was good at marketing, communication skills, and who had a good track record of working with diverse buyers, right?
Yeah, as long as they bring me a buyer, I'm good. I need to sell it.
Awesome, awesome. And finally, you were not planning on making any changes to the home. You just want me to sell it as is, for you with the least amount of stress and the least amount of hassle, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm very excited to get this done for you. And of course, we can get it sold within the 30 to 45 days, the timeline that you have in mind, provided that we get started right away. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so at the end of our conversation, I just want to mention that one of the three things will happen, and I'm okay with any of the outcome. One is, and I hope we're moving along in that line. You and I, we agree on pricing, marketing strategy, and we set sail right from now. Number two is for whatever external factors you decide not to sell your home, that's okay. And number three, and very humbly, I may decide not to take the listing. And do you know why I would do that?
No, why you not take a listing?
That's only because, John, if I sense that what you want, in terms of price, in terms of top dollar, versus what the market is realistically going to bear right now, there's a huge discrepancy between that, and that's not something I can bridge. Um, and I don't want to, beat you up on price week after week after week. It's not fun for you. It's not fun for me. And I'd much rather earn your business with honesty and integrity, than just, buy your listing and then just collect a bunch of buyer leads for myself. I wouldn't be unethical with you. So that would be the only reason. Sounds good?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so really, there are three aspects to any real estate transaction. One is your motivation to sell. We've established that you're very motivated to sell. That is a great thing. Number two, and we'll get to that in a bit, is price. And number three, of course, is the outreach strategy that I'm going to be providing for all the to bringing you all the buyers. Um, did you, by any chance, happen to go through the package that I sent you?
I looked through it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, did you have any questions for me?
Well, look like you got the 3%. That's another agent admit that last week they got 2%.
Oh,
So
we'll
would
talk
you
about
come?
that. We'll absolutely talk about that. But just in terms of the marketing and the outreach, is there anything else that, you have any questions, anything that I can answer for you?
No, that's a looks good to me right now.
Great, awesome. Yes, because like you've seen, I my listing just doesn't start with putting a sign in the yard, putting it on the MLS, and then praying for someone to come, right? It starts way before that, how I pre-market to a whole lot of agents in the area, even outside the area, because my brokerage is a national brokerage. So I'm already building that demand and anticipation for you and this property before it even hits the MLS, right? Uh, so, do you know what is the difference between an active and a passive agent?
No, what's the difference?
So, an passive agent is someone who's going to take that listing, like I mentioned, put a sign, put it on the MLS, then pray for someone to, just call. But you and I both know buyers don't come out of thin air. There's a lot of work and effort. And from 8 in the morning to 11 in the day, every day, 7 days a week, I'm on the phone talking to buyers and sellers in your area, which means I obviously can go out there and find that buyer for you. I'm talking to all the top agents in the area, making sure that, because, this is a digital world, right? People are spoiled for choice. So it's really that person who's reaching them out, calling them, and showing that interest, being on top of mind regularly is the one that wins this race. So that was just the other thing I wanted to mention for you. And now let's talk about the price. So I have some comps here for you. So let's quickly take a look at this. So let's look at number one and two. So these are the active comps, right? So if you look at it, A, the first positive thing is that there are only two, which means we don't have a ton of competition in the area. So we have a strong chance of getting this sold in the next 30 to 45 days. But however, at the same time, if you look at the days on market, so this is like 14 days, no offers. Look at the second one, which is like 28 days and no offers. I would still call these fantasy land because they've not had an offer. They've probably had showings, no offer. So this is something that we really can't rely on this data, so to speak. But what we can absolutely 100% rely on based on, your house, the same square footage, year built, so on and so forth, is this which has closed. Because we know that this has surely made it to the closing table. And this is a good figure. So if you see, this is reality, so to speak, like this has happened. So this is something I would base my comps and data on. So you see, this is at 1.195, sold in 1.1 million in 260 days. This is of builder. I mean, this was sold by the builder. It took a little while, but at least this was sold. So what do you think based on the numbers that we're seeing, what do you think is a potentially realistic range uh, in which the property can be priced to sell?
I know there's two prices, the 1.3 and 1.5, and my house almost the same size that the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
1.3.
Mm-hmm.
So we compete with 1.3. So basically with 1.3, that will be knocked out to into 1.33. So on 1.3 that would sell, you think?
Oh, you know what? I actually called the agent of that house and I asked her if she had any offers or not. And she said they had like 10 showings, but no offers. So what we know is that that is not the price that a buyer is willing to pay. But this is what at the 1.1, I mean, this is 3,600, only 200 square feet more than what you have, and just like a year old than what you have. So, what do you think would be a realistic range between this 1.1 and 1.3? Of course, you have the swimming pool, which will add some value. You have the views that probably another give or take 50, 60K for that. So, I would say if it was to me, the range I would look at is say 1.1 to about 1.2.
So you say 1.2 we're gonna sell,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
no more than that.
Because, well, this house doesn't have any of the views, no pool, nothing, and it's still at 1.3. It's 14 days on the market. She doesn't have any offer. The other one, phew, 28 days, no offer.
Okay. So 1.2, you said 1.2 should sell it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And whatever reason you said 1.2, let's go for
Mhm.
1.2 then.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. So we agree on price. And so that's knocked out of the way. And now the third thing I mentioned, you wanted to know about my commission, right?
Yeah.
So, for all of the work that I will be doing, pre launch, ongoing, negotiating, and making sure that you head to closing, right? Because we don't want that contract again back and, again back in the market. We don't want any of that stuff. We want it to be appraised. So, I'm going to also be there, handing out all the list of updates to the appraiser just to make sure like we are definitely headed to closing. So for all the work that I will be putting in, getting you that buyer for sure, my commission is 3%.
Okay, 3%.
Mm-hmm.
So I got last guy was came in at 2.5. Are you gonna match with 2.5 because it's the last guy I was talking to?
Well, and I just curious, did that conversation go like he started at 3 and 4 and then he or she came down at 2.5?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. We start with 3, then I just negotiate with 2.5.
Oh, wow. So he dropped the price just like that. He couldn't stand up to you to defend his own worth and value. What do you think is going to happen when he's standing up to someone like me? He lists the house and I bring a buyer and I'm the negotiator for my buyer. I mean, I'm going to knock that guy off right away. If he can't stand up to you defending his own worth and value, how is he going to defend the equity of your home that you're trusting him with?
I don't know. Just yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Right? So I am confident, like, just like I will not give away my worth and my value, I'm not going to let anybody nickel and dime you or give away the worth and value of your property. I'm going to make sure I fight to, save each and every dollar and every equity on that house for you. So if all your questions are answered, let's get the paperwork signed because we don't have a lot of time, you see.
Okay. All right. Let's put that way.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So here you go. This is the sign, and I'm going to get to work right away. I have the logbox with me and my sign with me.
So let me ask you this though. How long the contract is?
Well, my standard contracts are 6 months. But like I said, I'm so confident I can get this sold for you. Your average days on market for this area is about 90 days. So I'm happy to do a 5-month contract for you
So would you
because
want to
I'm so
do,
confident it will sell within that.
so does that mean I have to, I mean to stuck with the contract or something that I didn't
No,
like
I
and
mean,
about,
so here's what I do. Every week I provide an update to you. So, communication, like you said, you wanted somebody who communicates. And, in my marketing plan, I've outlined every week there is a communication going on in terms of what's being done, how many showings, if I've changed any marketing strategy or not. And we can definitely revisit after 3 months because at these numbers, because we're going so realistic, I'm pretty sure we're going to get offers and get you to closing in that 35 to 40 days. But at the very worst case, we can definitely, relook at strategies in the next 30 to, I mean, sorry, in the next 3 months. And we can take it from there. I'm not going to force you to do business with me if you're not comfortable. But like I said, I'm so confident that I will get this sold for you. We won't be talking about it. And also, 30 to 45 days in any case is like escrow time, right?
yeah, yeah.
So, including that, including all the marketing, all the negotiation, I'm asking for a 5-month contract. Sounds good?
Okay. All right. Sounds
Awesome.
good.
Then let's get this signed and let's get that sold signed in your yard.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
All
Thanks.
right. Good job. Good job. Go ahead and bring that screen down now. Um,
Okay.
so,
Sorry.
Priya, Johnny, what do you think about her presentation?
Yeah, that was good. I kind of like it. This is it quite more, and the explanation is just kind of long. It's too little too long. When I asked, I mean, another guys, and then and go for 2.5. I mean, instead, and explained a lot. So you can go like this, and just go. You know what? What's really more important? You wanna you know, pay the 2.5%, you want to net the most money in your pocket. I'm confident I can do that for you, in regards to how much you pay for commission. But the bottom line is net the most money. That is exactly what you want, right? Just go
Yeah.
short like that. And also the pricing, I would give the pricing them when they asked about the pricing, say the 2.5, then she can go back to look at, what? If you look at on the two houses, and actually to be, I mean, two houses that surprised me. And I was looking for something, two houses on the market for 14 days and 28 days, not that long time for that price, 1 point something million. And I look at on the sold like 66 days on the market, quite some pretty long time, like 266, that's a long time. And then either she provide the price and she go back to ask me again, said, what you think is gonna sell? You put the price, it's not gonna sell. What you think you want to move to Park City in 30 days, right? We get a price and aggressively so we can move, so to get a property sold and so you can move to Park City in 30 days, something like that, to get pushing a little bit. But I like what you go over in the beginning, find the motivation, dig deeper, and
Right.
ask on the question. I like that. That's good. That's good
Well,
presentation.
she had you done in 20 minutes. She took that listing in 20 minutes, 1.2. She gave a little
Yeah, yeah,
off
yep.
her
That's a good
contract.
job. Yeah,
She gave a
yeah. Well,
little off
first,
her contract, but she wasn't going to give in much. She's going to fight for your equity like she's fighting for her commission. So I like
yeah,
that. You did good. I think it was very good. You went to the stats. You didn't have a lot of comps, which I like. I think you're better off to use less and go for the close. But Yuki, what do you think?
No, it was really great. There was several moments where she kind of paused and said, "Oh, you know," or little comments like that with a smile and with her emotion, with her words, showed lots of confidence. Like, oh my God, she is so good. I like that very much. And yeah, she did everything less than 20 minutes. That was good. At the same time, as far as the CMA portion of it, I wasn't very clear as to why you came to 1.2. So if you can, if the seller asks, you should have more data to back it up why you're recommending 1.2. That's
Yeah,
all. Otherwise, you did really great. I loved
thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Good
This
job.
is actually just a rough thing for a property that I'm doing right now. I have an investor, he has two properties, but he had priced his home at 1.6 in that same neighborhood. It didn't sell, and he's not wanting to go below that. So this was just a first, like a rough thing
Oh,
I just did, and I just presented something.
Good
no,
job.
that was
Very
good.
good.
That was real good. Wilson, what did you think about it?
I thought it was good. I agree with everyone else about like you could maybe add a couple more comps, just because like you really want them to, I feel like sellers really want to know like need to be justified, and if you can give them like four or five, even you don't have to give them a lot, but if you can give them four or five solid ones and tell them why this is why we this price should be the price, I think they'll agree as well. I like that you overall though you're pretty good. I thought that when he asked you for your commission, I like what you said. I'm gonna use exactly what you said. I have an appointment tomorrow, and like if they ask me about commission, I'm gonna probably use that same thing.
It's all Ron's and Jim scripts. I'm just
Yeah,
following
yeah.
this.
Good job. I thought I recognized that. How about Eric? Eric?
Hey, how you doing, everyone?
Oh,
You did fantastic. The energy and from start to finish, I thought you did a super job. The greeting at the door, and just taking your steps, to go through the whole listing was awesome. The only thing that I had kind of question about was when you said that you were the difference between active and a passive agent. You mentioned that you made calls 7 days a week. So I would just make sure that you actually do that. So you're not, I mean, I don't know if you do or not, but um, I wouldn't say that unless you actually are doing it. And, but the energy, everything was great. And let's see, I know you stuck firm on not on keeping the commission that you wanted to charge, which is great. But for the length of the contract, um, I don't know. I would keep it the same at 6 months. I mean, everyone has their own opinion on doing things, but I might add the line like, I need to, or like the contract is for 6 months. However, if you're not happy with me any during any of this time frame, we can easily just end the contract. Like I would give them an out, but I would still keep it at a 6 month. Yeah, because then you're staying firm with that too, as well as with your commission.
All right. Good comments. Good comments, Eric. Eric, how about Eric Gomez?
All right, Priya, congratulations. Excellent job. I like your tonality, very clear. Also, your energy, it was really good. The only thing that I can probably criticize is maybe more tie downs. Like when John tell you about the money, use more tie downs. John, it sounds to me like you want to net the most money possible, don't you?
Okay.
And that's exactly why sellers like you hire me, because I specialize in getting homes sold just like yours, showing me so quickly for the most a buyer is willing to pay. Isn't that what you really want?
Mm.
And
Very good. Very good, Ty.
maybe also I didn't hear about the motivation. Do you know why he's moving out?
Yeah, Utah. He's going in 30 to 45 days.
You know what is the main reason? That's where he's gonna go.
Retiring.
Okay, retire. And maybe just a little more about motivation. And also, I didn't hear much about marketing. I know some people they send it ahead of time. I would point probably a little things about marketing if you hit and receive the prepackaged agreement, obviously. But other than that, I mean, great job.
Good job. Yeah, whenever they're going out of some other place, remember to pick up the referral. So I know a great guy in Park City. And then after we sign the contracts tonight, we'll get him on the line. Mr. Mike Dyer.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
There we go.
There we go.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Do you have any comments for us?
Boy, she was a great job, Priya. Very well scripted and on point throughout. If I had any critique at all, it would be at times it felt like you were really kind of outpacing your prospect. You speak very clearly, but very quickly for some people. And so just try to keep in mind your pacing and try to mirror and match your prospect's rate of speech. Other than that, awesome job.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Good comments. Good comments. Hung, do we have any comments?
Nothing unique to what anybody else said. I think above all else, right, doing the homework is one thing, but I think bringing that level of confidence and energy, it really, carries your client along with you. It's that's arguably one of the hardest things to do, to make sure that they're actually following along, not just the numbers.
Right. Very good. Yeah. And keep that energy up and enthusiasm and just do it. Go through your whole thing assumptively. You're the professional. The reason you're there is to get this thing on the market so you can get it sold, and just keep that goal in mind with that seller. So you can go in, you can take a listing presentation, make a listing presentation and take the listing easily within 20 minutes. So, and you went from A to B to C, etc. So that's a good presentation. He didn't have a lot of objections because when you make a real good presentation, you don't have a lot of objections. Am I wrong, Mike?
Not at all.
There you go. There from the mouth of a coach there. So
Can I ask one question to everyone?
absolutely.
This is something I have gotten from two sellers. And one is like, just called me this morning. He's very happy with everything, confident, expired listing, but they're terrorized and traumatized by what happened last year because they were like, yeah, we are friends, we bought homes, and then everybody undercut the prices, we couldn't sell, blah, 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 all of that. Few people are now not wanting to do the 6 month. So I'm happy because my pricing is so on point. I'm able to get multiple offers. Um, but how do you like? I also cannot do I cannot do a 3 month or something, right? I at least need a 4.5 to 5 month minimum. So what is a good script or data backed thing I can tell them? Like, what if they say that if you're so good, like because I'm following the script, get you an offer in 30 to 45 days at what you want, blah blah. So the people are asking if you're so good at that, then why do we need such a long contract?
Anita, you want to answer that?
Yeah, so I had the same situation yesterday. So what I usually tell them is if you think about it, it's going to list and depending on your market. So my market, it takes at least 32 days to get on contract. Then I tell them after contract, you have 2 weeks for inspection. Then that's depending if there's any appointments. So that's going to take us, let's say, 3 weeks. So right now we're 45 days. Then go into, okay, going to do appraisal. Appraisal, you don't schedule that. That's the loan officer that scheduled that. So we're looking at another 2 to 3 weeks. So you're coming on to at least close to 3 months right there. So in order for me to secure and make sure this goes right and I bring it up to closing, I need at least 5 months so that we are secure. Not saying it's going to take 5 months, but at least 5 months to be able to bring it to closing.
Okay.
Good. Johnny?
Yeah, I would. What it happened to me too. What I did was just to show the days on the market. So get them clear. This is the days on the market on this area. This is exactly what could happen. The days on the market, let's say 60 or 260 days. So when you put 6 months and what, then just tell them, you know what, this day on the market plus we take another 30 days for the closing, to the escrow. So add on top of that, and again, go back to the same thing that was saying, if for some reason you don't feel comfortable that I'm going to get your property, so in that time, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, then, you can cancel the contract. Sound good to you? Just go that way.
Or
Okay.
just say, no, my company policy is 6 months. Any other questions?
Yeah,
And
you
go
do
right
that
to the
way.
other question. Just put it on your company. Are you your own broker?
Brokerage. No, no. I'm
Okay,
with
then
KW.
you probably don't have the choice. They probably train you to take a 6-month listing. There's some things that the broker still is in charge of. So you can just say, no, my company policy is 6 months. Any other questions?
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else, guys? Heike's still there somewhere. She turned off her camera. There she is. Oh, she's eating.
Hey, Ron, I got a quick question.
Okay.
I unfortunately I joined late and I missed the presentation, which I was sorry about. But
No
now
problem, Dave. I appreciate it.
the feedback has piqued my interest. Could you paraphrase the way that the commission objection was handled? I don't want to take everybody's time, but do it in a way that helps everybody.
Okay, Priya, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, so he asked me, can you do it for 2.5, blah, blah. I said, oh, great. Yeah, great question. Normally, I tell people if when they ask me on the phone that we'll talk about it, we'll address it the first thing I get there. And believe me, commission is not the reason that you and I won't be doing business together, provided we tick off all the other boxes. So I put them at ease. And then when I go to the presentation, I'm like, oh, great. So, oh, he said he's going to do it at 2%. So how did that work out? Like he came in at a higher number and then you told him I want a lower number and he immediately dropped it, right? Is that what he did? Oh, great. So he can stand up to you and protect his own worth and his own value, defend that for you. And you are trusting such a person to defend the value and worth and equity of your home. Imagine what could happen if he was to be against someone like me. I'd knock him off his socks right away. I am so confident in my strategy and my pricing and positioning, and I'm going to get this sold that I'm not going to have anybody come nickel dime you I'm going to avoid all that for you and I'm going to protect every dollar for you. So I
Very
just,
good. Very good. See, so what she said was, if you can't even stand up against you, on your own self-worth, what do you think he's going to do with a guy like me when a guy like me comes to negotiate you against you? You're going to fold. So I don't do that. I don't fold.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was a strong one. So Dave, what do you think about? Are you interested in doing one of these presentations yourself?
I sure am. I'm still, I started 2 weeks ago, but
That's
uh,
even better. Even
I'm
better.
ready for the slaughter pile. Let's go.
Nope. How about next Monday? Are you good with that? I have Eric as the seller, Eric Gomez.
Okay.
So Dave,
Next Monday. And what am I? I'm presenting a listing to a fictitious property or
your listing presentation, yeah, and then you'll get with Eric, and you guys will talk about. I'll send you a pre-qual menu, and you can or a pre-qual script, and you can talk to Eric about using the pre-qual script just like you would a regular presentation or getting ready for a presentation.
Monday the 16th. Okay.
Yes, and I'm gonna put you down, Dave. I like that you put your foot out there, and that's what you got to do. You got to get out there.
Oh no, I'm ready. Let's do
make it happen, guys. It's not going to come to you. You've got to make it happen. So whenever people tell you that, hey, we provide you leads, or we do this, or we do that, it doesn't happen that way, guys. It doesn't. You're paying your brokerage, and they're not providing you leads. They're giving you stuff that everybody's got. So you got to learn to take that and turn it into your own prospect, your own magic, make your magic happen. Heike makes her magic happen.
You put me on the list for down the road to do another presentation.
Okay, great. So how about on the 23rd? No, wait, we got Dave and Eric on the 16th. Yeah, so the 23rd, would that work for you, Heike?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Just gonna look at my calendar.
Hey, Rom, I think I had a week for to be an agent.
Oh, you do? Okay, so that would be the 23rd then. I had you down as a seller on the 16th. So,
Oh,
so next, but we can do want to do the 30th as the agent?
as an agent, okay.
Okay. Eric G, the 30th as the agent.
All right.
Okay, and we got Heike as the agent. You're okay on the 23rd, Heike?
You know what, that week may not work because I may be taking a class that week. So maybe going into April.
Okay, or do you want to switch with Eric on the 30th? We'll move Eric to the 23rd.
Yeah, I could take the 30th.
Okay, we'll do that then. We'll put you on the 30th as the agent. And Eric,
Can I sign up as the agent?
sure. So we'll be in April then. So April, and we're gonna do Wilson as the agent that first week of April.
First week of April. So that first Monday, right?
Yeah, that first Monday. So what is that?
That's the 6th.
The 6th, April 6th.
April 6th.
And Heike's okay with what did we put her on the 30th, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and Eric, you're on the 23rd now. All right, and so we need a seller for Eric on the 23rd.
I'll do the 23rd.
Is that
So
Deborah?
Ron, who's the
Yes.
seller on the 16th?
The seller on the 16th? Oh, it was Eric. So Eric, do you want to do the seller on the 16th also or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Or does somebody else want to do the seller on the 16th? Deborah, I heard your voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are you good for the seller on the,
Yeah. What on the 16th? And that's this March, right?
yeah, we can do that. March 16th. So now I'm a little confused now. Who else was on the 16th?
You had me, Ron, Dave Wigfield.
Oh yeah, Dave, I'm sorry. Dave is on the 16th. Why did I put you on the 30th? Okay, so it'll be Dave and Deborah as the seller.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put you guys together, and then we got Heike on the 30th. We got Eric on the 30th. No, Eric on the 23rd now, and Heike on the 30th. Yes, I put a 2 in front of it. Okay, and so on the 23rd, who wants to be a seller?
I'll be a seller.
Okay, Heike on the 23rd, you can make that one?
Oh, wait a minute. No, didn't I just say I had a class that
Yeah.
week or no?
Yeah, you can't do that one.
No, can't
So-
do that one.
Eric, shoot. Do you want to be the seller for Eric Gomez? The 2 Erics?
Eric is muted.
I can't hear you, Eric.
You muted Eric.
Deborah Jackson.
Hey, Priya, you did an excellent job. It was good. And
Thank you.
you know, something that I know that a lot of agents do, they do send that marketing presentation off, like Eric said, you know, at least in my presentation, I don't send it off. And so even though you've sent it off, you do probably want to brush up a little. Just mention some, maybe a few points, but you did it in in 20 minutes. I mean, your presentation was so everybody gave you such good tips. I was like, you know, I didn't know anything to really say other than since I got back on the camera. I do want to tell you that you did a great job. Your tonality was excellent. You have great confidence. You didn't let anybody take your money. I mean, it was good. And then, like the other gentleman said, why negotiate that 6 months if you can negotiate your money? Hold on to that extra month as well. You know, that was a reason why to hold on to that 6 months because you're holding on to your money. I mean, that was a drop the mic tip there, you know. So, I mean, if you think about it, if you think about it, he said, if you can hold on to your money, hold on to that extra month. That right there, so think about how you can, tighten that part up. I know that the other agent mentioned, she gave a timeline for why you would need that time, but because you're so crisp, you're so spot on with your presentation. I think that part, because that is a something that you have a concern about, hold on to that extra month. And
Yeah.
Ron gave you the reason. It's company, it's company,
Company policy,
it's
right.
company policy.
I use that in a way this morning, but they are like they want to sign for 3 months. They're like, we don't want to tie it to, because they are like literally PTSD, I think, from what happened last year to them, because they had friends in the neighborhood and who kept dropping prices and stuff like that. And I was joking with them and all that. So we had a good rapport. I gave them a date. He called. He's like, can you please do 3 months?
I
Because
have I have a
if it doesn't work out,
communication.
I want to try someone else.
But
So I said,
there
I'm
is
not going
a
to compel you to. I told him, look, it
right.
has to be a win-win for both of us, right? You don't know me from Adam, just I don't know you from Adam, right? I am taking a huge leap of faith, getting this soul, believing in the fact that you're really motivated to sell. I'm the one investing all the marketing dollars so far. So the biggest risk is for me. And I'm still happy to come off a month, but I really can't do below that because it's my company policy.
Right. They're doing that company policy. And there was another
Loyalty is
agent.
important. I respect that. If anything changes, company doesn't
Picking
get
up
the
somebody
traction,
else.
please feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to show you different strategies.
Wilson, mute your thing. Eric, are we good?
Sorry about that.
The 23rd? Eric, shoot. I can't hear you. There you are. Eric? There you are. Eric? There you
Sorry.
are.
I'm on my phone, and I'm not really good at doing this on my phone.
I
So,
understand. I have the same problems. But
yeah.
you're good for the 23rd?
Okay.
Okay.
Never
All
did.
right.
All right.
All right. So it's the two Erics. That'll be a good one. So yeah, Eric Gomez be the agent. You'll be the seller. And you'll just get together. I'll put you guys together and you can go over that. And same with you, Dave. We'll get that with you and Deborah, right? Yes, Deborah. All right. Well, thank you very much. It was a great one. I liked it. Very good. Very
It
good
was
presentations.
good
You know,
feedback too. This is
Yes.
learning. This is
Thank you
learning.
for your
I'm telling you.
feedback. Thank you.
that's where you
Excellent.
learn most. You learn by doing it, guys. You got to do it and then let people watch you. You know, next presentations you guys go on, record it, send it to me, and I'll put it out to everybody.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ron,
Thank
for
you.
putting this together.
Of course,
Thank you,
Deborah.
guys.
Thanks for being on, and we'll see you guys here on Jim's call at 12:30.
Yes.
Sound
Thank you.
good?
Thank
All
you.
right.
That's good. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.